Hey guys, it's Ember. I wanted to show you a quick Hootsuite app on how I'm using Hootsuite on my phone. I have the Android Galaxy S4. You can use this on any Apple device as well as iPhone. You just need to download the Hootsuite app. This is a good way for you to manage your Facebook and Twitter and a few other different networks that you want to be on with your coaching business or whatever you're doing. So whenever you log into Hootsuite, this is what you're going to see. Your settings and kind of your menu. You're going to go into your streams. These are going to be like your columns. If you're looking on the computer, you'll see different columns. So that's what each of these are. You can see you can add or delete columns by clicking up here. And then you'll want to come down here and add your social networks and get all set up. So you would come up here, add plus, pick Facebook if you want to add your different groups, or Twitter if you want to add Twitter list. So you can see here that I've got several of my Facebook groups that I'm a part of set up on Hootsuite. My volleyball team, a Push to Start Diamond group that I'm a part of, Mindy's group, of Facebook coaches, Fired Up Fit team coaches. I can control my Facebook like page for Fired Up Fitness here, the Twitter account, my personal Facebook page, my like page, my Twitter. So I can control all of that from one easy place. I go back to my streams and you can see I have these different Twitter lists. So for instance, when I tell you guys to add me on Twitter and mention me so I can add you to my list, here's what I do. I go on here and it shows me that you mentioned me in my mentions column. So for instance, I scroll down, these are all people that mentioned my name on Twitter. And for instance, let's see, somebody added me earlier this week and said, hey, here I am, you said add me and I'm adding you. So, well, let's just say Christy added me, and I would go onto her profile, click on her bio, and I would follow her on whichever networks I have on Twitter. So I'd follow her, you know, on my account. So I'm following. So now that I'm following Christy, I'm going to add her to an interest list because I want to keep up with her. I'm following like, I don't know, 6,000 people on Twitter, so I want to follow her. She is one of my coaches, so I'm going to add her to my Fired Up Fit team list that I have already set up in Twitter, which here it is right there. So now she's on this list. Now the people that I add to the Fired Up Fit team list, I can go to my streams. So here's all my streams again. All my Twitter streams are right here, and then you scroll down, here's all my Facebook streams. I set up a stream category for Fired Up Fitness, Flirty Girl, Fort Worth Flirty Girls. Those are just all kind of brands or networks or, you know, whatever that I control. So you might not have quite as many. But now that I have added her to that list, I'm going to go into my Fired Up Fit team. The name hasn't updated on here, and I will see all of those coaches or people that I've added to that list. Pretty cool. I can also see my Facebook wall, easily comment, post to people's pages this way, all from one app. I can schedule posts. I can go in here, drop down the menu, see all the groups and stuff that I can post to from Hootsuite that I've added on here. So it's really, the first step is getting set up. Get all your networks set up on Hootsuite. That's the first step. Once that's done, it's super easy. You just schedule your update. You come down here to the calendar. You can auto schedule it even if you want to. You don't know when you want to send stuff out, auto schedule. It's super easy once you get it all set up. I'll show you more once you get that far. If you have specific questions, please just comment or let me know, and let me know if you want to see something specific. But basically that's how I add people to list. You can create the list by going to twitter.com and just creating a list, just following somebody and adding them to another list. This person is a local person to me, so I'm going to add them to my local tweeps. People that aren't necessarily coaches, but just local people that I want to follow. So here's another example of the list that I have on Twitter that I've set up. So I'm going to follow this guy. You don't have to follow him. You can add him to a list without following him. My Twitter list. So I have Fort Worth people, raw foodie people, funny people, people who I consider my rocks, like my sister, my best friend, flirty girls, social media gurus, a category for parenting and family gurus, local people that I know, people that I view as successful leaders, Beachbody people, people in my area. I have a category for people I need to sort. Like, I'm not really sure where they kind of fit, so they have a category for that. And as you can see, you can create up to 20 different lists. So think about that. Think about how you can organize your people, and let me know if this video was helpful.